Hey, what's going on? I'm Dawson Martin. I'm here to talk about Top Gun Maverick. This is just going to be a little amateur video, just me talking about some of my opinions and it's going to be sloppy because it's my first time doing it, but bear with me and we'll get into the nitty-gritty. First off, I loved this movie. It was an awesome theater experience. Just sitting there and getting to take in a really solid, well-made blockbuster for adults. And this is actually Tom Cruise's first movie in 4 years. So his last one was in 2018, which was Mission Impossible Fallout. So that's a good long gap in between Tom Cruise movies. And honestly, he couldn't have picked a better one to come back with because Top Gun Maverick is truly a great movie to see in the theater. The supporting cast is awesome too. You have Miles Teller as Rooster. Look at that mustache. That's a great mustache. And Tom Cruise is just surrounded with really just like obscure movie stars, but they are movie stars. This whole movie is just pure Hollywood. And it's pure adrenaline. And there's a lot of sentimentality going on in regards to the original movie. You have just love for the characters and love for the older movie that, generations before us really loved. And Tom Cruise, man, he is our Steve McQueen. We're going to look back and he's just going to be one of those cool actors that does his own stunt work and drives his own stunt cars and flies his own airplanes. Like Steve McQueen did that stuff and Tom Cruise is here doing it in 2022. I think that's really cool. The aerial photography by Kevin LaRosa is some of the best you will probably ever see in a movie. It puts you in the seat of the cockpit with the characters and it makes you feel like you're in the dogfight with them. It's just breathtaking stuff and you have to see it at the theater. I think this is half the reason why so many people are going to see it is because it's such an adrenaline rush, and that is mostly due to Kevin LaRosa's aerial photography. I really like that the movie makes Tom Cruise's character Maverick deal with his past and to get over some of the things that have been haunting him over the years in between these two movies. Same goes for Rooster. They both have some similar arcs involving those two characters, and when you get to the climax of the movie, that is when all of this comes to a head and they really resolve their past problems. And of course, the way they handle Val Kilmer and his actual health problems and they incorporate it into the movie, into his character Iceman, is a very respectful thing to do for both him and the character. I think that was just very tasteful and a really job well done there. The first half of the movie is kind of similar to the first movie, which brings it down just a little bit because of the first half. It's just kind of cliche or familiar, and it kind of resembles Pete's journey from the first movie. But those are the only points it could lose because the rest of the movie is just an amazingly crafted action blockbuster that is just pure adrenaline in your seat. If there is one movie I would suggest you go see this summer, it would be Top Gun Maverick. Now, I haven't seen a lot of movies this summer, but I guarantee it's not going to be better than this one. I don't usually side with the remake or the legacy sequel, but Top Gun Maverick absolutely blows Top Gun out of the water. Top Gun Maverick is king of the skies. I'm sorry, 80s guys, but Top Gun is just an okay movie to me. This one is pure adrenaline. The action is way better, and it's just a must-see in the theater. I just think this sequel has a lot more emotional weight and the stakes are way bigger in my opinion. But in the future, rewatching Top Gun and then Top Gun Maverick will be one heck of a double feature night if you ever want to have a Top Gun night. So I'm super glad that Top Gun Maverick finally came out after all the COVID pushbacks and all that. Go see it if you haven't seen it already. I think that's all I have to say about Top Gun Maverick. In the future, for a movie that has a lot more thematic stuff going on, I might do like an analysis or just talk more into that, but this is just on the surface level a really awesome action movie and one that everybody should see. I may or may not be doing more of these with other movies. It just depends on how much fun I had with it and if anybody likes these. Comment down below any constructive criticism you may have because I know this is not the most polished thing in the world. It's my first time, but hopefully they'll get better if I keep doing them. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you next time.